Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm your go-to guy for all the latest on the Iraqi Dinar, those juicy revaluation rumors, and everything shaking up Middle East finance. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell if things are moving fast, and you don't want to miss the next big drop. Today, we're diving into an explosive story that's got the dinar world on fire. Iraq just averted a massive oilfield pay crisis, and their bold move could be the key to unlocking trillions in value for the dinar. Yeah, trillions with a T. This isn't just some headline, it's a potential turning point that could reshape Iraq's economy and make waves for holders everywhere. Hang tight because we're breaking it all down, from the crisis itself to the wild speculation it's sparking. Let's get into it. Picture this. Iraq's oil fields are the lifeblood of the country, pumping out millions of barrels a day and funding everything from salaries to infrastructure. But just a couple weeks ago, things got dicey. Russian oil giant Lukoil, which operates one of Iraq's biggest fields, the West Qurna 2A, was hit with fresh U.S. sanctions. Boom, payments frozen. We're talking halted cash and crude transfers, putting thousands of workers' paychecks in limbo and threatening to slash production. Sources say Iraq had to step in fast, advancing salaries in dinar to keep the pumps running and avoid a total meltdown. This wasn't a small hiccup. It could have derailed oil output, hammered revenues, and sent shockwaves through the economy. But Iraq didn't blink. They made a bold move, paying up to maintain stability. And now, the whispers are everywhere. Could this be the catalyst that finally boosts the dinar to new heights? Let's back up and unpack why this crisis even happened. Lukoil's been a key player in Iraq since the post-Saddam era, investing billions and boosting output to over 400,000 barrels a day at West Qurna 2. But with U.S. sanctions kicking in last month, Iraq had no choice but to pause all dealings to stay compliant. Imagine you're running a massive operation, and suddenly your main partner is blacklisted. Our payments stop, workers get antsy, and production risks grinding to a halt. Reports from Reuters confirmed that Iraqi authorities advanced November and December salaries directly, ensuring no disruptions. That's the bold move. Instead of letting the field go dark, they fronted the cash themselves. It's a short-term fix, but it buys time and shows Iraq's ready to protect its oil crown jewel at all costs. Now, here's where it gets really interesting and why this has the dinar holders sitting up straight. Oil is 90% of Iraq's revenue, so averting this crisis isn't just about keeping lights on, it's about safeguarding the economic foundation that could support a stronger currency. With production steady, revenues keep flowing, reserves stay topped up. Last I checked, the Central Bank of Iraq is sitting on over $110 billion in foreign reserves and 170 tons of gold. That's serious backing. But the bold part, Iraq's now calling on U.S. companies to step in and replace Lukoil. Just days ago, on December 1st, reports emerged that Baghdad's inviting American firms to take over operations. Think Exxon or Chevron jumping in. This isn't just a swap, it's a geopolitical pivot toward the West, aligning with U.S. interests and potentially unlocking more investment. Let me paint a picture for you. Say you're like my friend Tom from Mohia. He's been holding dinar since 2015, bought in after hearing about Iraq's untapped oil wealth. He's seen ups and downs, from sanctions scares to reform promises. This crisis aversion, it's like Iraq saying, we're not letting external drama tank our progress. By stepping up with those salary payments and pushing for new partners, they're stabilizing the sector that funds everything. And in the dinar community, that's fuel for the fire. Forums are lighting up with talk of how this ties into broader reforms, like the new pre-customs payment system that launched on December 1st. That system's clamping down on black market dollars, forcing all imports through official banks and no more fake invoices or smuggling. It's unifying exchange rates and boosting confidence, which could pave the way for the dinar to surge. But hold on, I know what you're thinking, is this the big one? The revaluation we've all been chasing? Let's build some suspense here. Sources close to the oil ministry say this move averts a potential 10 to 15% drop in output, which would have cost billions in lost revenue. Instead, by keeping fields humming, Iraq's positioning itself for a boom. Oil prices are volatilely Brent's around $74 right now, but with tensions in the region and global demand, any stability in Iraqi supply could push prices up. More revenue means more fiscal wiggle room, maybe even paying down debts or investing in diversification. Remember Kuwait in the 90s? Post-invasion, they revalued their dinar once fundamentals stabilized. Iraq's got similar vibe as a massive reserves, oil muscle, and now this crisis dodge. To make it relatable, think of the dinar like a classic car you've been restoring. Iraq's economy is the engine, oil's this fuel. This pay crisis was like a clogged line threatening to stall it out. By averting it, they've cleared the path, revved it up, and now it's ready to hit the highway. For holders, that means potential value unlock. Trillions? Yeah. If the dinar revalues even modestly say to $1 or higher, the total circulating supply could represent trillions in new wealth. Speculative, sure, but with CBI's recent denials of RV rumors coming alongside boasts of low inflation and strong reserves, it's got people wondering if they're downplaying to avoid hype. Let's dive deeper into the rumors flying around. On X and Dinar Guru sites, folks are connecting dots. This oil stability plus the December 1st financial clampdown equals RV prep. One post I saw claimed it's all part of a global reset, with Iraq sinking to ISO 20022 standards and digitizing everything. Another talked about JP Morgan's moves in Iraq, hinting at big banks gearing up for dinar trades. Even wilder speculation that Trump's team is pushing for Iraq to repay U.S. war debts, over $50 billion. And a stronger dinar makes that feasible. But here's the hook, is it real, or just more smoke? CBI's been clear on no sudden changes without reforms. Yet, with budget talks for 2026 heating up and oil revenues under pressure from declining prices, this bold move could be the bridge to stability. Speaking of pressure, Iraq's facing a fiscal squeeze in 2025. Oil revenues down, spending up on salaries and projects. Advisors to the PM have warned of tough choices ahead. So, averting this crisis buys breathing room, but it's part of a bigger puzzle. Imagine you're at a poker table, and Iraq just bluffed their way out of a bad hand and now they're stacking chips for the next round. For us, that means watching for signs like unified rates or forex inclusion. If December brings more US-Iraq deals, like American firms taking over Lukoil ops, it could signal a dinar boost. Now, to keep the energy high, let's talk emotions. If you've been in this game long, you know the roller coaster: the 2020 devaluation gut punch, the 2023 strengthening that teased hope. This crisis aversion feels like a win, a bold step forward. It's hopeful because it shows Iraq's proactive, not reactive. Share in the comments. Have you been holding through crises like this? What's your prediction for dinar value by year's end? Balancing it out, skeptics are right to caution. Iraq business good news and others point out that dramatic RVs are rare without massive growth. Forecasts show the dinar holding around 1,300 to the dollar, maybe dipping slightly. But optimists counter with the reforms, digital banking, anti-laundering, and now oil stability. It's like a thriller novel, twists everywhere, but the plot's building to something big. As we push toward the hour mark, let's speculate a bit. What if this bold move unlocks trillions? Stabilized oil means steady revenue as a trillions in dinar terms. If rates climb, pair it with reserves and gold, and you've got a currency backed by real assets. For holders, easier exchanges, potential wealth jumps. But diversify, don't pin everything here. Track CBI updates, oil news. Folks, we've covered the crisis, the bold aversion, the dinar links. If this fired you up, like, share, comment your takes. Surge soon, or steady grind? Thanks for sticking with me. More dinar scoops coming. Peace.